Hey guys, Travis Daggett with Cornerstone Properties. Want to talk today about real estate agent or realtor commissions. A lot of times people wonder how much they should pay, what they're going to get for those commissions or for that cost or fee, and whether it's worth it, whether if it'd be better to just sell it on their own. So first of all, the standard real estate agent commission is 6%, 3% for the buyer's agent, the agent representing the buyer of the house, 3% for the seller's agent, the agent representing the seller of the house. So let's just talk mainly about the seller side today. If you're selling a house, you can expect to pay on average 3% to a real estate agent. So that means if you're selling a house for $200,000, you can expect to pay that agent $6,000. Now, sometimes people will say things like, well, the buyer will pay that. Well, they may, but essentially that's $6,000 that has to come out of the transaction somewhere. So the buyers, if they're going to pay it, they're still going to look at paying $206,000, or if you include their 3%, $212,000. So my math right? 200, yeah, 3% of 6, yeah, 212, instead of just the $200,000 itself. So the fact of the matter is the cost comes out somewhere. And it's just like any other business. There are costs associated with it, and the person that ends up paying it usually is the consumer, the purchaser. Uh, but also the seller is responsible for them. So that's how the costs work in general. Um, what do you get for them? Well, there's one thing that you get that you can't get anywhere else, and that is your property listed on the MLS, the multiple listing service. Only real estate agents can list properties there. Only real estate agents can see properties directly on that. However, with technology these days, you can list your own property on Zillow, on Trulia, on Redfin, on Craigslist certainly, and you have a lot of people that look there, and you don't need an agent to do that. So that's something to consider too. In the past, before the technology and the internet, so many people having access to this information, you really didn't have a whole lot of choice to get the word out on your property. You could put a sign in the yard, but beyond that, you're pretty limited. Now, uh, there's not a whole lot that you can't do. So you might want to ask yourself, is it worth paying 3% to have somebody put something on the MLS? Now, a lot of great real estate agents, hardworking agents, and they'll do some things for you that you may not want to do. So the components that a real estate agent can do, or you can do, are of course to take pictures of the house and to list the property, or put a description of the property and put it on some various sites. Of course, put a sign in the yard, put a lockbox on the door if it's not a property that you're living in. Show people the house, walk them through, maybe even stage it. So you may not want to do those things. You may want an agent to do. However, big caution, most real estate agents prefer to deal with and to show properties that are move-in ready, that show well, that look great. Who can blame them? You don't want to walk people through a property that doesn't smell the best, that's full of a lot of things that a lot of people might consider trash. Uh, just a rough property that needs a lot of work. They may not want to do that. So in those types of cases, that's where real estate investors come in. People like us, we buy properties in as-is condition, so we don't require an inspection, we don't require an appraisal, of course we don't require an agent, and we use a simple one-page contract that's easy to understand for both people, a purchase and sale agreement. And we use a title company, it goes through escrow just like if someone was using a real estate agent, minus the commissions. So just something to consider if you're selling a house, particularly if it needs anything from minor updating to major renovation and repair. It might be a good option for you. So I hope that helps explain real estate agent commissions, what they are, how much you can expect to pay, what you get for them, and help you make a decision if it's the right thing for you to use them. Travis Daggett with Cornerstone Properties signing off.